How excited are you to wrestle a guy of the skill level of Kyle Parko?
I'm excited, man. Actually, very excited because it's like in the top 4, top 5 in my weight class, and that's gonna be a good experience early on in the season for sure.
Good is it to face a guy you're probably
He he's actually coming even more like hungry than he was before because he got a taste of what he was capable of. Like he went undefeated the whole season, and he knows that he's like top 2 guy in the nation. Like he just gotta go out there and be prepared that day and be ready to go, feel good, and get it done. You know, it's the same thing for him. He just gotta keep calm and keep showing up, do the thing that he's always done.
What's the message to the team as you guys go into this duel? I mean, it's your first road test, and not only that, it's the Cyhawk, which always has a lot going on. What are you guys focusing on?
We're just focusing on, go out there and feel free. Just be grateful for the opportunity that we get. We're gonna wrestle in front of a huge crowd, and I feel like our mindset as a team has changed a lot too because we're not looking at the sport like, oh, I have to do this. You get to do it, and that's a great opportunity. We're a part of history. Like every time you get to step on a match against Iowa like that, you're already a part of the Iowa history, and that's a great thing. We're just gonna go there and try to put on a show on a different territory, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna get it done too.
Have you wrestled in Carver Hawkeye before?
I actually have. I
Okay.
wrestled in high school. Who's number 1,
Mm.
and I wrestled against Josh Saunders, and it was at Carver. So
Okay.
it was fun, but again, Iowa crowd is gonna be way more intense. So it's not gonna be anything similar to what I experienced before.
Right. Have the coaches or I'm trying to think of who might have wrestled there on the team right now. I mean, David's still in the room.
Younger.
Younger half.
Yep.
now.
Yep. Have they told you about what it's going to feel like when the Iowa crowd starts bearing down on you?
Well, younger actually have told me like, dude, it's gonna be crazy. Like they're gonna, sorry the words, but they're gonna be stacking so much shit when you're coming out of the tunnel, and like you just gotta, stay focused. And yeah, he talks about it because he's been there once, and he did it once here in Hilton, so he's got some experience, and he's beat the Iowa guys like twice. So
Is that exciting for you to be able to go into an arena like that that's going to be packed, that's going to be hostile? Is that fun for you?
Oh, I mean, I grew up in Cuba with no crowd. I wrestle because I love the sport, and being able to wrestle in front of 10,000, 12,000 people here in this country is like going to a party, going to a bar for me. I enjoy every time I get to do that. Like some guys get nerves. My nerves are like different. My nerves are like, oh man, I want this opportunity, because it's a chance to, everything you've worked for. And like I said, like we work here hard, and then we go party at the duo. That's my party. That's my the way I have fun. So
what has your journey taught you, not only from Cuba to here, but now as a pretty experienced collegiate wrestler, in terms of just how you balance? You've always got to be confident, but you've also got to be humble enough to learn and all that stuff. How has your whole journey kind of built you into balancing a lot of different mindsets?
You know, one of the things that have helped me a lot, it's the support from, oh, not the support, but like the impact that you can have on people in people's life, like especially like little kids. Like when you finish a duel and a little kid comes up to you and tells you, "Man, I love the way you wrestle," or "You're my favorite wrestler," or "Sign this hat." Like I never got to experience things like that when I was in Cuba, and you know, being able to experience those things here kind of changed my mindset. Like I don't do it for myself no more. I do it to be able to experience those things and to be able to help a kid, you know, that has some big inspiration for the sport, and I guess I can just make a difference in their life too, you know.
You guys are underdogs on paper. What do you hope people know about Iowa State heading into this match?
You know, everybody's got to know that we don't feel underdogs against anybody, and we have a pretty good lineup. Like either guy that we put out there is gonna go to war, and they gotta be ready for a show, and they're gonna have a show. You know, every time we wrestle Iowa, it's always a show. So I just, you know, I can't really say much. All I gotta say is that we gotta wait for the day to come and the outcome. Nobody knows what it's gonna be, but we're gonna have some dogs fighting there for sure.